Hello, and welcome to the last 5 weeks of class. Starting today is Monday the 18th, and our last day of class is, I believe, Saturday the 21st of May. So it's a full 5 weeks, counting Monday through Friday for that. New assignments out. Going to be working on your paper. You're going to be working on APA. You're going to be learning how to use an annotated bibliography. So one thing you need to do, you need to have those 5 sources, at least 5 sources for your paper that you're doing. They have to come from the WCTC databases. It's a key ingredient, and the method behind my madness for that is that I want you to learn how to use that. It's really a valuable resource that we have here, and the 3 reference librarians we have are always helpful. So if you ever have any trouble finding some articles, you know, even with that guide I gave you, you might still have a little trouble. So get in contact with them. You can talk to them on the phone, and they'll be happy to work with you on that. So that's the key component to your 5 sources that you have to have for this paper. They have to come from the database that we have here at WCTC. The other assignment's going back into my comp lab, working on some APA, learning some of the basics, having a few exercise quizzes, and then a APA Citation Test 1 quiz. That'll be due by the end of this week. And then by a week from today, your annotated bibliography on 3 of your sources is going to be ready. Now you can do all 5 if you like, but you got to have at least 3. And I put an example of what an annotated bibliography looks like. Also in the assignment was to read the chapters in our textbook about doing APA. How to do paraphrase, summary, quotes, things like that. So read that as well. And one thing I want you, a very valuable lesson here when it comes to using APA documentation. That's one of the things they want us to teach you. But one of the main lessons I can teach you about APA is that almost every school, sometimes different classes in the same school, will use it differently. So yeah, you might learn how to do it one way in my class and do a paper for another class, and they'll say this isn't right. So always remember, go by what the teacher says. And I'm going to lay down the rules right now. When you do an in-text citation in your paper from a source, you have to have at least 3 things. You have to have the author's name. If you don't have the author's name, if it's an article from the internet, which doesn't give you an author, you just put an abbreviated part of the title in the in-text citation. So either the author or the title, the year, and the page or paragraph number. If it's a book or magazine page, if it's a website, it's a paragraph number. Now some places you'll see on a paraphrase or a summary, they don't put the page number. But my rule is more or less everything. Quotation, paraphrase, summary, you want to put those 3 things when you have an in-text citation. Because it kind of makes sense if you think about it. Even if you're doing a paraphrase or a summary, you're not using the exact words but putting them into your own words, the reader might still want to know where to go and find the original words that the person wrote. So that's why you still want to put the page number or the paragraph number. For your reference citations, 5 things. Name of the author, the year it was published, title, the publisher, and where it was published at. 5 things for a book. A little different when it comes to a magazine or a website. So look at the different examples you have in your book there, and when you look on my comp lab. So that's one thing I want to tell you about APA. And I go more or less, I believe that when you give any kind of in-text citation, you need 3 things at least. Your author's name, you need the year, and you need the page or paragraph number. No matter whether it's a quotation, paraphrase, or a summary. So that's it for this week. I'll almost finished with getting all the grades. I've been turning back a lot of the interview with professional papers, and y'all have been doing a great job. I was very pleased what I saw. So I think we're going to more or less keep it just to the first draft when it comes to that paper, and work on these last 5 weeks on this last paper. Make sure you understand APA. Make sure you understand how to document things like that. So that's it for now. I'll probably be back with you later this week, and so I'll talk to you later.